contingency timeframes. Now we're in contract prior to contingencies being removed. Now we're in business. This is exciting, isn't it? Hi, I'm Janet Bunting with Janet Bunting Team Properties at Palmetto Coastal Homes. Don't get too excited just yet. We have to go through the contingency time frame. The buyer now will secure their loan, have the inspection period on the property, and review all of the reports and seller disclosures. This typically lasts between 7 and 15 days, depending on what was initially agreed upon in the sales contract. In some cases, when you're dealing with a very desirable property that has multiple offers, we can negotiate where there are no contingencies, but this isn't quite as common as we would like. During the contingency time frame, the buyer can back out of the contract if they aren't happy with something that shows up in the reports or any of the disclosures or inspections that they've decided to have done. After reviewing the reports and having the inspections, this is typically when the buyer will be asking for repairs to be done or requesting a credit for items that they found during their inspection period. The buyer also has the option to back out of the contract if they choose, if we can't come up with mutually agreeable terms between the buyer and seller. Also, if for some reason they are not able to qualify for their loan, or if the home does not appraise and we can't come up with a mutually agreed upon price based on the appraisal, the buyer can also back out of the contract as well. You need to understand that if the home does not appraise at the contract price, then the lender will only loan on the lower of either the appraised value or the sales price. And obviously, they take into consideration what the buyer is actually qualified for. Any additional money required would need to be made up from the buyer, or the seller would have to agree to adjust the contract price. Again, unless you have countered out any of these contingencies and they are not made a part of the original contract or counteroffer, the buyer has the right to back out of the contract, and the seller cannot retain the buyer's initial contract deposit. This is why it is essential to hire a seasoned agent like myself who knows how to properly vet buyers and their offers, who ask the right questions and have the right conversations with the agent and the lender. The buyer's deposit is only at risk if they have officially removed their contingencies. So, I always advise my clients not to start packing their bags until all contingencies have been removed. Also, once those contingencies have been removed, continue to prepare for your move as soon as possible so that we can keep within our contractual timelines. Once contingencies are removed, well, now you can feel a little relief and have more assurance that the sale is going to go through. You should be moving soon.